What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? This salamander, man. Oh, what a surprise out of this salamander. We're going to talk about it in a little bit. So, we're going to go over some Raid 5 right now. And our team composition, how we worked it out. So, pretty much I'm the main damage dealer right now. It was actually... Hellboy's name is Nicky, and Frost's name is Kevin. So if I end up naming their real names out of nowhere, you guys will know who I'm talking about. So it was actually Nicky's idea for me to put in my Wind Monkey. This was about last week. We've been testing this out a lot, and these teams are pretty consistent the way they are. Nicky got Copper still in the show over here. Nicky got a nice Thunderstrike off. But anyway, I'll show you the runes on my team. And we're going to talk about a few things. So let's go over the runes on my team first. This is the Fire Monkey. These are his overall stats. He's lacking in attack big time, but I have him on hit point, crit damage, hit point. This is my Wind Monkey. He's also lacking a little bit in attack too. So I have monsters built so I can be the support for R5. The thing is, though, that because Nicky is using Delphoy's leader ability. So, and he has Copper. That's why he's using Delphoy's leader ability. So my Wind Monkey can tank in the front perfectly well. And once I'm done showing the runes, we'll go over that as well. Though, the Wind Monkey, between the Wind Monkey and Diaz, I have a little bit of insurance with that. And what do I mean by that is, let's say Diaz gets Oblivioned, the Wind Monkey... Alright, no, I'm sorry. We'll talk about it this way. The Wind Monkey has a 25% chance to counterattack, which we're also going to talk about in a second. But he also absorbs 25% damage, meaning he takes 25% less damage from anything that hits him. So Diaz's passive does not stack with that. But if the Wind Monkey gets Oblivioned, Diaz's passive kicks in. And if Diaz's passive goes on Oblivion, the Wind Monkey is still alright. The thing is, though, that the Fire Monkey and Praha are going to be taking more damage. And Chisun and Konamiya. But Konamiya and Chisun are in the back, so they're not taking that much damage. The reason why I have 4 in the front is so that they can absorb the damage and my front line can survive a little better. So I also had to improve, like Kona's runes, he had a huge improvement. What I want to talk about is revenge procs are free. Alright, so that's a big thing that everybody has to see. Now, a revenge proc won't go up on this counter, and then a revenge proc also won't go up on this counter either. So I'm doing damage to him with my revenge procs, and they're free. He's not getting any stronger from my revenge procs, which is awesome. That's so important. The fact of the matter is, you want to take as many turns as you want without getting those counters up. Now, I've also heard and read about how having a speed leader, having an attack bar buffer and a speed buff, it's not good for R5, and because you're going to be taking too many turns. In some ways, they're right. If you don't have a slow debuffer, then yeah, you're going to need a speed. You're going to need something so that your healers can catch up and everybody can catch up. But the way we're doing it now, we're just doing the slow. We need the slow. Other people are saying slow is not good to use in R5. We need the slow because sometimes he ends up taking too many turns on us, and we can't keep up. So you got to be able to keep up. Your healers have to be able to keep up, even with even with really good speed and everything. Your healers might not heal in time. You know, I've had it so many times where the attack bars were full, but he ended up taking an extra turn on me, and I died. So that's the other thing, that it just doesn't work out. Now, the reason why I'm using Kona over Delphoy is because for my team to work, I need Kona's cleanse to happen every 3 turns. As you can see, it's maxed out. It's not hard to get it maxed out. It says reusable in 5 turns, but I believe it's reusable in 3 turns when it's maxed out. It is reusable in 3 turns when it's maxed out. So we got Nicky's team. Nicky is using Emma. Emma's OP for this. Nicky's Emma is fully skilled. He threw Devilmons into Emma. He tried using Olivia, and Olivia wasn't working. I'm gonna try and edit and put in a few clips. We've had a couple of fails. You know, it's not like we're running perfect runs, but we're still working on a few things. Pretty much, Frost and his team are very important. Frost can't really change this team around. He's providing all of the debuffs. I'm providing most of the damage. Nicky's providing a very nice amount of damage through Copper. Copper, when he has a defense buff, he's doing about 45k on this. A lot consists for Copper to do 45k though. It's not just, he needs a defense buff. He needs to be defense broken, which I'm trying to provide 3 defense breaks. So we got defense break on now. So, and we have Delphoy's leader ability, and we have the Fire Monkey King's leader ability. So they're both using Colleen. I can't use Colleen. I need the big heals. I have 3 monsters that don't heal, and it's very hard for me to use Colleen. And here's another thing, guys. I'm going to tell you right now. Colleen and Chasun on the same team doesn't really work out. That's why he's got her and her as well, because Chasun and Colleen are going to spam the attack up buff. And you know what? I should be talking about this while I'm showing Nicky's runes. Oh, we ended up... Okay, so we'll do it next round. Let's see what we got. Mana... not mana across the board. I think I'd rather have mana than that rune, though. Than that grindstone. So as you can see, defense plus 40%, defense plus 33%, and resistance. So all the wind monsters got 73% more defense, which is really good. Now, why don't I have Chasun in the front? Because Chasun lacks in stats, lacks in defense stats. So Chasun is better in the back. She's going to end up getting hit a lot harder than, let's say, Praha, for instance. So hold on, let's take a look at my Chasun stats. See, plus 187, that 73% is off the base, really doesn't help. But the 33%, it doesn't help either. But she's got over 1,000 defense, and then 33%, 1,300. It's probably somewhere around the same when you do the math. 73%, yeah, they're probably going to turn out about the same. I'd rather have Praha in the back. Anyway, so let's go over Hellboy's runes. So we got Delphoy here. Delphoy is speed, defense, defense. I know that already. Violent will. These are the overall stats. Very fast, 80 plus 88 speed for Delphoy to even work. And his Delphoy is max skilled as well. Copper. Copper is a broken set, revenge, and blade. His Copper is actually really nice. Does a lot of damage. Copper ends up sometimes steals the show. If everything works out great, the right way for Copper, Copper steals the show. So he has a full Revenge Diaz. I have mine with Nemesis because that's the best runes I had. If I had the option, I'd probably go full Revenge, but Nemesis helps out a lot too. And another reason why I have Praha in the front, in my front line, is because she's on Nemesis. And since she's going to be taking more damage, hopefully her attack bar goes up, and it's just full attack bar manipulation over there. So hopefully I'd be able to spam her heal a little better. This is his Colleen. His Colleen would be a lot better with Revenge runes. I'll tell you that much right now. But I guess for the accuracy and stuff like that, he ended up doing that. She's got really nice speed, 180 speed total. His Chasun is just so crazy. Over 30,000 hit points. She's at 32,100 hit points, 102. 111 speed. Violent Nemesis. It's so nice, this Chasun. So, and this is a 4-star rune. I think he has it there just for the speed. And then Emma. Emma is actually really nice as well, the way he built her. Violent Focus. I like this build on her. So, the other good thing about Emma, she's providing glancing. The less damage this boss does, the better. That's a definite. So, Emma's providing glancing, and since he's lacking in glancing, but he's excelling in all the other debuffs, Emma is perfect. And this is another reason why I have Chusun, is because he's lacking in glancing. He doesn't have Chusun in his team. So we're going to take a look at his team now. All right. He's got Brienne. Brienne is just there to tank, revive, just in case. It's a double revenge guard. So his Brienne is defense. I believe I saw defense hit points. Defense, hit point. Very tanky. Nice Brienne. Max, is he max skilled? No, he's not max skilled. I think the second skill has to go up a little more. Death Knights, man, they take so much. So he actually re-ruined his Praha for raids. Speed, I think she's speed, hit point, defense. Yeah, she's speed, hit point, defense. All right. So his Annabelle. We were talking about this I think right before we started the first raid or whatever. I told him to put Annabelle in front because she's got much better stats than, and I'll show you why in a second. He wanted to put the Salamander in the front because the Salamander has revenge. But the one thing about the Salamander, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, he lacks in base stats. If you build him, you might be disappointed in him. So I'm going to show you from now. So everybody has to play a certain role in raids. You got to be able to have the correct monsters and the correct builds and the correct everything in raids. So that's his Colleen. This Colleen is a nice build, almost 30,000 hit points. I believe she has speed in slot 2. Yep. All right. So here's the Salamander. The Salamander lacks a lot in hit points and it lacks a lot in defense. This is why I told him to put her in the front instead of him. The defense is probably somewhere around the same between the both of them from the 33% speed lead. But she has a lot more hit points, so she has a lot better survivability. So we're gonna look at the Salamander's skills and everything. So all the other monsters, everybody should know what they do. And if they don't, I'll go over some of the things. All right, so the Salamander provides weaken attack with his first skill. I'm guessing it's 100%. I'm not sure, but I'm going to make a wild guess it's 100% when it's max skill. Then he has an attack speed reduce, slow pretty much. And then he gains immunity from stuns and freezes and 100% recovery rate, 100% more recovery in his passive. But if he's Oblivioned, it's worthless. So, look, I'm providing 3 weakened defenses here. Glancing, attack down, and unrecoverable. I can't. I do have the monsters to play the support role. I can do I could do him, and then bring Colleen in, but it's just going to be too slow, and it's not really worth it to do it that way. And then we have him. He's got the weakened defense here, weakened defense there. He has Colleen, and he's got glancing. So everybody's doing some sort of a role. Right now, I'm pretty much the main, most of the attack is coming from me. But his copper does steal the show sometimes. Not bad. Look at this guy. Hit points, 5 to 9%. Nice ruin over there, buddy. Nice enchanted gem, whatever it's called. I ended up getting the grindstone. But it's cool. I don't... as you guys know, it's a team effort. So everybody has to figure out what role they're going to play when it comes to raids. That's a definite. I can't solo, R4, I can't solo it. I'll tell you that right now. I don't think there is anybody that really can solo it. But R3, maybe I could tank through the damage in R3. I don't even think I could solo R3 either. So the thing is, depending on your monsters and which way you want to go, I know a lot of people, they don't want to build the 2-stars and all this, but you know what? Those 2-stars are going to get you through a lot, especially Colleen. Colleen is very important. Colleen, Konamiya. He's not using Kona. He has Annabelle. He has a whole bunch of Nat 5s. And he's not using Kona because he has Delphoy and he wants the defense leader ability from Delphoy. And I'm already providing a defense leader ability as well. So I'm just going to take a look at all the everything that everybody's doing. Actually, you know what? We're going to be looking at his copper. His copper, unbuffed, 25,000. As long as he has the weakened defense, his copper, and his copper doesn't have high defense. It's 1,800 defense. So unbuffed, and if he's on weakened defense, he's going to do 25,000 damage. Buffed, a buffed copper is going to do 45. His copper. So some other people's coppers, they probably do a lot more damage than what his copper is doing. His copper is pretty OP, man. Well, his copper is really good. Let's put it that way. I think it could be better, but his copper is really good. He's got throw-around runes on him, and he's doing a lot of damage. And we were making fun of him before. That stupid salamander, man. I can't believe it. He's providing the attack down, though, that we need to survive. You know, he's providing all of the debuffs. He's providing 3 attack downs to make sure we get the attack down on him. Because that's what ends up killing my front line, is when we don't have attack down. And as I've said, it's a team effort. It's 100% a team effort. Even though I have attack down and he has an attack down, we don't land it sometimes. He resists. There's like a million things that can happen. And all 3 of us are providing the unrecoverable. Unrecoverable is extremely important because the more he heals himself, the stronger he's going to get. And the stronger that he's going to get, it's going to prolong the fight. You can't prolong the fight too much with this guy. You know, the faster you could do it, 6-minute runs, 6.5-minute runs, you know what? The faster you can do it, the better. That's just the way it is. Yeah. This is the thing with that. Everybody says, I need a Nat 5. Look, I understand some people, they don't have any Nat 5s. I'm a pay-to-play player, and when I first started playing the game, I put quite a bit of money into the game, and other than Sig and Praha, I didn't have anything. I got my Beth later on. You know, and when I started putting less money, I guess everybody's due for a Nat 5 sooner or later. In the last 2 months, I really can't complain. Between the 2 monkeys and Ritesh, forget about it. I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, though, you know, everybody has their time. Everybody's going to pull a Nat 5. Don't think that you're going to be the one without a Nat 5 at all times. You know? I saw level 9, Nat 5 1. Okay. Fine. Yeah, everybody's seen that. Yeah. So our runs are doing, this is probably the most consistent we've had so far. Is with him with that stupid salamander. I should put in the clip of us making fun of that salamander, but I don't think I'm gonna have the time. Actually, I have to start getting ready now. Cold Steel's on his way. Cold Steel's actually in New York. I'm gonna go meet up with him right now. We're gonna go out and have a drink real quick. Alright. Oh, I had Oblivion on me, huh? As long as he's got the debuffs on him. I think Diaz had Oblivion on him. Yeah, he did. But, alright, we got the attack down debuff. We really needed that to survive this, which just happened. And now we should be fine from here on. Another thing, guys, try and get your resistance as high as possible. The only 2 monsters that are not capped out in resistance are, on my team at least, are the Fire and the Wind Monkey. But with Praha's leader ability, he's capped out 63%. You know what? Praha may not be capped out. Alright, Praha's not capped out, 87%. He's capped out, and she's capped out by herself. But I believe... Alright, what monster is that? Emma's not capped out. She's capped out. Right on the dot capped out. She's not. He's capped out. He's not. Neither is she. Alright. He's doing perfectly fine anyway. He should be capped out on a couple of monsters. What am I doing? Really low resistance on him. No? Okay, he's capped out. He's the only one that's capped out. I guess I'm the only one that was looking for resistance, guys. What's going on? But I'm also the first one. When we wipe, I'm the first one that usually wipes. Usually. It's happened a couple of times where I was the last, but usually if I wipe, if there's a wipe, it's usually me. Because there was no attack down, and then this guy just owns me. But as you can see, it's very important for us to farm this at least 2. It's very important that we get this, we get all of these debuffs. It's over anyway. Let's see what we get. We're gonna end the video. I'll let you guys know next time what happens with Toadstool. Maybe he'll record. He wants me to summon monster. He wants me to summon a few scrolls for him, so maybe he'll record that. Resisted. Oh, I was hoping that we get weakened defense so his copper can finish it. No weakened defense. You saw that revenge? The revenge proc, I think, ended it. Very nice. Oh, stones. Hits his second mystical scroll today. But alright, guys. I'll talk to everybody later. Thanks for watching.